Hello and welcome back to Let's Play CK2 with the Historical Immersion Project as the Republic of Amalfi. So in the last episode we won a defensive holy war that the Sultan down here declared on us to try and take back our Sicilian county. And right now we are just waiting to fabricate some claims down here probably, and then we'll try and attack him back. Unfortunately we had two claims ready to go down here, or our father did. Or was it our father? Our previous character in any case. But he unfortunately died before we could declare the war. So hopefully we should get some new claims fabricated pretty soon. We have a pretty good chance of it. And our character is young and healthy, so he shouldn't die. Famous last words. But we can hope. Okay, there was a an offer of marriage that briefly flashed up there and then disappeared, so I guess we'll never know what that was about. There's a Holy Roman revolt going on. How many troops do you have, Holy Roman revolt? 10,000. Okay. Good to know. Oh, here's another offer of marriage. This is the King of Bosnia. Decently sized Bosnia. Wants to marry my sister. I guess I'll accept that. They're a reasonable ally. Kind of would have preferred to have one of the empires, but it seems like that wasn't going to happen. My niece needs educating. That is totally fine. It seems Malta down here is independent. Interesting. Don't have a CB on him, and I'm sure he won't accept vassalization for all sorts of reasons. But interesting to note anyway. I've ate a lot of arugula lately in my salads. No wonder I've been feeling so stimulated in certain ways. People say it's an aphrodisiac after all. So I can possibly gain lustful, or chaste or zealous. I don't mind being lustful, that seems reasonable. We have very high stewardship, that is great. That will be really helping out my income, which I can see over here. My domain income, stewardship plus 79%, so yeah, pretty healthy income from that. Uh-oh, my heir and rival has contracted typhus, camp fever. No, he's fine. That's good. Starting to think my courtier might fancy me. My heir and rival's wife. Let's not. My kinswoman needs educating. I really wish you would fabricate claims faster. He does quite like me now, so if he does manage to fabricate one, he should decide to actually give it to me. Which I believe it's possible that he could decide not to, potentially. I don't know, I could be wrong about all of that. So we're at our trade post limit, nothing we can really do there. Suppose we could upgrade our trade posts. Once we, I think I'd like to stockpile a bit more money before we do that. This bishop claims he would be a better court chaplain. Which he would be, and he's landed, so you get the job. We don't have anywhere that's... We do have a county down here that's not Catholic. Let's convert that. Suppose I should have really realized that that would be Muslim, but I didn't for some reason. Are we at our retinue cap? We pretty much are, okay. There hasn't been a comet or any such similar omen in such a long time. People are beginning to wonder whether this is a good sign from the heavens. Let's gain prestige. Discovered a plot where... Ooh, this guy seeks to fabricate a claim on the Palace of Neapolis. Well, I would very much like to imprison this guy and revoke something from him. I even have the domain limit to keep it for myself, so even better. Let's see. Count Nifon. He has 25% of my strength, so I should be able to beat him in a war if he should happen to rebel, which is actually what we want to happen. We only have a 43% chance of capturing him. Of course, this is kind of a risky maneuver anyway, because if and when he rebels, he will take his 25% strength with us, and we'll be correspondingly 25% weaker, and that will affect the AI's decision on whether or not to go to war with us. But I have decided to do it anyway, clearly. So, let's see, he was, I guess, our steward as well. So we'll just appoint this guy, have him research economy tech, not research tech, collect taxes rather, in the capital. Okay, let's raise my personal levies at the very least. Okay. I'll just disband this 88. And this other 500 or so I'll put together down there. You all in the same county? You're not. Are you going there? Let's go over here. Okay. He's headed to Capua. Thought he was in Capua. We'll, I suppose, attack him. We are attacking into hills and probably over a river, but we have a large numbers advantage, and also his morale is low, which is why I want to get in there quickly. Now we're only at like double his numbers, but we are at double his morale as well. This might not be great, but I'm gonna do it. And as it turned out, it was totally fine. Curses. You trip and fall down right in the middle of battle, in the midst of battle. A nearby enemy notices and takes advantage of the situation. I really hope I don't end up dying here. He raises his spear, but just at the last moment, one of your soldiers jumps in between. He is impaled and killed, but gives you enough time to get your feet and kill the enemy. What a brave man. I am genuinely grateful to him. Okay. Looks like he raised his further troops there. Okay, let's use that. Oh god, that cost us a lot of gold. It's pretty bad. That makes us look weaker to the AI as well, of course. And the Holy Roman Revolt just ended there. We're at 67%. I assume we'll have to get to 100. This is not quite assaultable, unfortunately. Okay, we'll maybe try and attack this other little army he has here. Oh, I didn't really mean to give up that siege with my whole army there. That's okay. Okay, we'll take that out. What is his primary title, actually? County of Neapolis, I guess. Let's siege that one there if we can actually find these tiny counties on the map. Still not enough. We'll just park our whole army there and siege it. He's probably not going to be able to raise enough troops at any point to challenge me, I have to imagine. I should of course move my Chancellor out of Messina into somewhere else so we can fabricate a different claim. I think it's probably worth fabricating over 2 claims. I think I worked this out before, but I've forgotten exactly how many titles I need to create the kingdom. I currently have 12. This will be not counting the revolt, of course. Okay, I'll wait until after this ends and we'll look at it then. Let's get half this army down here to wipe out this before it becomes a problem. And my experience in matters of war has increased. I might get rough terrain expert because there's a lot of hills around here. Hills and mountains. May as well go around taking out any other armies he happens to have. And we'll go to speed 4. Captured some guy. Oh, okay. He's declaring a conquest. Fair enough. So we're up to 88%. I assume and hope that this one siege will be enough to give us 100. We're losing ticking war score, I assume, because he controls all his holdings, yeah. So it should definitely do it, because of that at least. Okay. Enforce demands. I gain 100 prestige. He's imprisoned. I can revoke a title from him, which is good. It weakens him. It strengthens me. I guess I'll take the Bandit of Neapolis. I own the city of Neapolis. I unfortunately think this won't make the city the top holding, though. I'm not sure it matters all that much. It just means I'll have to hold on to the castle, because if I give it away to somebody while it's the top holding, of course, then I think they'll desire the city. Anyway, let me find this guy again. So I can take his county. Okay, so he changed his primary title. Now we own this county. Oh, and in fact the city became the top holding. That is excellent. Was it? Maybe it was the... No, it wasn't the top holding already. I just looked at it. Alright, well, that all went very well. And I am pleased. So now that everything has settled down, we'll of course leave him in prison. I mean, why would we ever let him out? The Kingdom of Sicily, we have 46%, that's 16 of 35, so we're going to need 18. So yeah, exactly, 2 more titles will allow us to create the kingdom. So I'm going to wait till I have a second claim, and I can declare war for both. Then we can, of course, immediately form the kingdom. That will give us de jure claims on all of the land in the kingdom. We'll be able to take Malta down here if it's still independent, for example, or we can maybe opportunistically declare war on any revolting parts of the Roman empires. though those revolts tend to be pretty strong even in and of themselves, so might not be feasible. My prisoner is complaining. I could put him in the oubliette. Maybe he'd die. Is that useful? He's got a lot of respect? He's not really challenging me. I'll just put him in the oubliette anyway. Don't like the look of him. Why not? Can't be arbitrarily cruel occasionally. What is even the point of Crusader Kings 2? I suppose we'll get legalism then. Does this actually give us another domain size? It will when we're a king, so probably worth doing. Oh, it was actually this. So let's get trade practices. Yes, excellent. This should give us double our trade post limit. Is that correct? Close enough. Okay, that's really good. Let's build a couple of trade posts, probably. Let's see what we're doing. So, the Republic controls all of this. Oh, Corsica is a Republic. Interesting. Is that not just Genoa? Anyway, our family trade zone. Okay, so we control these. If we could gain control of this and connect all of these together, I think that would be good for us. So, sorry, let's check that again. It's this zone here. So, we built one in this county. And it's pretty cheap as well, because this is our own land. And in here, I think that would be with this C-zone too, so that should give us control of that C-zone for our family, which is what we want. And excellent. His work is coming to fruition, so that's going to cost us another 400 gold. Good thing we have such a high income, isn't it? Oh, the Musco flagship. Word has reached you that your mortal enemies, the Musco family, are planning the construction of a great galley, the likes of which has never been seen. It is to surpass even the Bucentaur, the flagship of the Venetian Doge, in size and splendor. The hubris of Prince Bishop Liborio is without equal. Oh, it's actually a Prince Bishop there. That is the leader of the family. Edwige, your Mystikos, has put together a plan to make sure this atrocity never sails the seas. Men loyal to her will infiltrate the Musco shipyard in Amalfi, posing as shipwrights. Once inside, they will add several subtle structural flaws to the galley. They will hopefully escape detection until it sets out on its maiden voyage. Yeah, that sounds great. Definitely do that. I'm a big fan of this plan. After I had made another courtier cry, the third one in a week, I felt a bit embarrassed, so I can gain cruel or kind. Let's try and gain kind. And we did. Good. You're cordially invited. Another public execution. And your attendance is required. Although these events normally bore you, this one catches your full attention when you realize the convicted men about to be executed are the same men Edwige sent to infiltrate the Musco shipyard. No. My friends, take a long hard look at these men. They are enemies of the Republic, and together they conspired to sabotage the construction of the flagship. Okay, so we lose 50 prestige. That is unfortunate. Okay, he's good at levy reinforcement. So anyway, let's move my Chancellor down there in case he should fabricate another claim. The Sultan has won a war just now. He still has no allies, so if we're going to declare war on him, it's probably a good time. He's 10 and he won't come of age until, obviously, 16. He's got 13,000 troops though, compared to my almost 8,000. So I guess we would have to hire some number of mercenaries. Which means we probably need to wait a while and collect some more money. Though we could support another 3,000. And perhaps our allies would come in to help us. Burgundy and Bosnia, though. They could get here. It's not too far for them to walk. Anyway, we'll decide what to do exactly about this next time, because we are just finished for this episode. So thanks for watching, and join me again next time.